Hey, what's up guys? It's Telly Tay checking in again from the Freeheel Life shop for another weekly edition of the Lowdown. Now, I'm in my usual set here in our storefront down here in Salt Lake City. I'm looking at boots, skis, bindings. Am I ready for upgrading? Is my old stuff kind of hammered? The new stuff looks cool and shiny, but it's different. I need new boots and new bindings potentially. It's a big investment. Like, all these things are going to be going through your head. We have somewhat of a solution. Demo days. So, one thing, especially when we're making the jump to something new that we've never skied before, sometimes the demo days can be a little bit difficult because we're going to be changing boots, bindings, and skis. Like the three key pieces of a skiing experience on Telly gear. So we're going to have to go into it with a little bit of an open mind, right? It's like we might have been skiing our old stuff for, 5, 10 seasons, maybe even more. We were very familiar with how that stuff performs. So part of us doing demo days for Telemark skiers here in Salt Lake City is that you can try what you're thinking of buying. Like, I think for a lot of people, I can decipher like what you've been skiing in, like you say T1, 22 Designs axle, like that's a pretty easy transition to NTN system. Some of the other stuff, although I've skied everything on this wall and some of the stuff hanging on the museum ceiling above me, like I have a good grasp of like what your setup is gonna feel like. Some of the stuff is an easier translation to, an NTN system. If we're coming from a real old school cable binding, low cuff boot, we're gonna be jumping like 20 years in boot and binding technology potentially. So it's like, that's a big gap. Like, over the years, Telemark gear has gotten more powerful, so the downhill experience can be more aggressive. We can really get over those skis. We can charge hard through, variable snow. But, when we're looking to upgrade, now it's a big investment, and I want to make sure that, you as a customer are investing into something that you enjoy. Like, nothing makes me more upset when it's like you buy something and you're not stoked on it. Like, I want an upgrade to be an upgrade. Like, I want you to be getting something out of it. So I think it's very important that if you have the ability, if you're here in Salt Lake City or if you're traveling here, maybe not this winter, but in future winters, if you ever make a ski trip out to Utah, we'd love to have you. But I want to get you going on some demo stuff. So with the Freeheel Life demos, our entire fleet is NTN. We still like duckbills, but everything in our demo fleet is NTN. It's all the newest stuff, so we want to try that. That's usually the biggest hurdle. Like if you've been in a T2 forever, the new T2 is going to be right in your wheelhouse. You can get a similar binding. Like that's not as drastic of a change potentially, but with the NTN, it is. So I have a full fleet of Scarpa TX Pro Women's. I have a full fleet of Scarpa TX Pros, and I have a full fleet of Scarpa TX Comps. I do have a fleet of Scott Voodoo NTN boots that are not here yet, but at some point they will be here. Binding-wise, I've got 22 Designs Outlaws available for demos. I've got Lynxes available for demos. I've got Majos available for demos. And new for this year for us, I've got the BMFs available for demos on a couple pair of Bishop skis. So that's kind of my demo fleet there. As far as skis go, I have a full run of Volet stuff. So I've got every pair of Volet skis that we carry, I have for demos. So superchargers, I've got those from a 185 all the way down to 158. Same with the Mantis, 186, down to the 158. Ultra Vectors from a 154 all the way to an 84. And then superchargers, we do 73, 78, and 83 V6. The other thing in the demo fleet, which I do not have on the wall because we sold out, are the Bishop Chetties. This will be a demo ski. So thank you for hopping on all these. Like, they didn't last long at all. I hope all of you guys are going to be super stoked on them. I have skied this now. I've got one day out. They ski awesome. It's an awesome all-mountain ski. It's light and lively and still stable on edge at speed. I'd really like to get them out on some soft snow, but unfortunately Utah hasn't had much of that yet this winter. And then I've got the Bishop Gonzos, which are their 90 underfoot kind of twin tip park / carver ski. So I've got the Bishop stuff for demos, and I think judging by the hype this year on the Bishop skis, if you want to demo this year, that's awesome. If you like it, that's awesome. Pay attention next year to as soon as we get shipments from Bishop, because those things like just flew out the door. You know, I'm going to be getting more of them next year. Like, I'm excited to have that Bishop ski here, and you know, we'll be stoked to get you going on that. But I just wanted to give you kind of a brief overview of what's in our demo stuff this year, why I think you should demo, and how we can go about doing that. So typically the demo experience you'd come in the night before the day skiing, because we don't open till noon. We like skiing in the mornings, so we'll catch you at noon. So come by the night before. We can get you sized up for boots. We can talk through what type of skis might fit your style, what type of bindings might fit your style, and then it's up to you. Go ski. We'll show you how to experiment with spring tension, experiment with, you know, all the little adjustments that we can make on the bindings, so that you can kind of have a day to yourself where we can fine tune this. Like, what am I getting out of this new setup? Is this the right combination for me? If you come back and don't have a good day, we're going to talk that through. We're going to see, oh, maybe the boot was too stiff, or the boot was too soft, or the ski wasn't right. Like, we're going to talk it through, but at least it'll give us kind of a baseline of, okay, I have never tried end-to-end before, and I'm curious, and I'm thinking about upgrading, but like, I need some sort of like physical confirmation of like, yes, this performs the way I like it. This does what I want it to. So Freeheel Life demo fleet here in Salt Lake City is getting rolling. By the time you're watching this video, I will have demo skis and boots and bindings available. I've got more stuff kind of as the techs are getting through, you know, building our whole, you know, mounting up our whole demo fleet. So we hope to see you around this winter. We hope that we can get you out on some turns and have some nice days on the new equipment. If you've got any questions, as always, you can hit us up at customerservice@freeheellife.com, email. You can give us a phone call here at the shop. You can connect with us on social media at Freeheel Life, or on the YouTube page, Telemark Skier by Freeheel Life. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Hope you enjoy some turns this week.